gambling problem, call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT STEP to 53342. This message is sponsored by DGS, the Degenerative Gambling Society, aka Cat Nation Live. What's going on, everybody? What is going on in the world today? Welcome, 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 Cat Nation Live. I don't know what the hell happened. It was at 40 seconds and it backed up to a minute. It did an update this morning and it wants to go backwards. Anthony, good morning. Robert, good morning. Average Card Collector, good morning. Nick Martinez, good morning. Manuel, good morning. Mauricio, good morning. Who that? Bob in the house, good morning. Joey, good morning. Chef Bayer in the house. We can go now because the chef is here. Mr. Watson, good morning. Brian Watson says, hockey, 5-0, already got 700 back, yahoo! Paid 500 for the season, already made 700, and he's been with us for 3 days. Congrats. Congrats, Brian. Congrats. Imagine everybody else. NHL. 15, no flipping joke. 15-0 to start the season for the NHL. Those boys are straight. Look at this. I don't know if it's a little water. I got a little water on me. I was like, damn, did I really spill coffee on my shirt? Damn. Volume is low. How about that? We'll get rid of the haters, make us famous. Volume should be good to go now. Are we back to normal? Good. Good. The NHL, those boys. I start telling people and they're like, you're fucking lying. Straight up lying. You're not 15-0. Yes. Those boys are 15-0 in the NHL. They went 8-0 in the preseason. They dropped the 2 international games to start the season last weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Went 2-0 there, which brought them to 10-0. And then, since then, they've gone 5-0. 15-0. 7-0 in the regular season, 8-0 in preseason. And guys, they had 2 games yesterday that were tough games. The Utah Hockey Club, they won in overtime, 5-4. And then they had the St., which was an underdog, nice little plus 130 underdog. They ain't taking big money line favorites. No, they're throwing in underdogs. Most of those preseason wins were unders and underdogs. All right, and here they are yesterday with the Utah Hockey Club plus $130. I think it even closed at 170. Or excuse me, plus 150, minus 170. And they win in overtime. Then they got the St. Louis Blues, who were down big yesterday. Down big. I think at one point they were down 4-1. 4-1, they battle back. There's 2 goals in the second. There's 2 goals in the third to tie the game with like 35 seconds to go. And then the St. Louis Blues get the job done in overtime yesterday. Oh my God. To stay perfect on the season, to go from 13-0 to 14-15-0, they need 2 overtime wins, and those boys got it. Wow. When you're hot, you can't do no wrong. So if you ain't on the NHL, you already know if you ain't on it, you're missing out, and you probably should get on it. So, and by the way, that early bird special, that's going away. They said it's going away this week, so I don't know if that's today or at the end of the week. They did not tell me, but if it's there, purchase it. If it's not, I'm sorry, you snoozed, you lost. But still, you can get the season for 1,000 at that point. But you'll be wishing you did like Brian and everybody else and jumped on board the season for 500 because, as Brian said above, he's only been on board for 5 games. He's already made 700. So, oh yeah, Brian, you got to choose a lot of dogs in hockey. Michael Urban says hockey can be an emotional roller coaster. Fuck yeah, it is. Kind of like that soccer yesterday. Man, that's a tough beat on Italy yesterday. I mean, I'm not a big soccer guy. I bet what they put out. And they make me money. But that is a tough beat on Italy to be up 2-0 and then get a red card, which resulted in a goal after that, and then to hold them off 2-1 for most of the second half and the rest of the first half, and then to give up a game or give up a goal to tie the game and never really having a good opportunity after that, being down a man with a red card. That sucks. That sucks. So that's tough. I mean, but, it's what happens. That's why you bet responsibly. It's kind of like the FC Group's big college football game of the month yesterday. Fucking, every one of us that was on it was licking our chops. Was licking our chops at the half. Everybody was licking our chops at the half. Like, oh my God, this one is too easy. 36 first half points between JMU and Coastal Carolina. Oh my God, it was fucking going great. And then it was going great until it wasn't, right? And then that second half came and JMU put up 3 points, then 7 points. What a straight disaster. What a straight disaster in that game. Like, you thought you were rolling, and then they just said, nope, turn off the button right there. Michael says, can't stand when you lose an extra time. Right? At least like the NHL or baseball or football, you win in overtime, But yeah, so, I mean, the highs and the lows. I mean, that was the lows yesterday. The highs were hockey. The lows were those two big plays. But hey, how about premium plays or my personal plays or the FC Group's personal plays? 3-1 in premium plays yesterday. If you were on premium plays yesterday, you had a fantastic day yesterday. You had a really good day yesterday if you were on premium plays. You went 3-1. This is what you had. I'm popping it up right now for you guys. Somewhere I have it. Somewhere I have it. Is that it? No, that's mine. Oh, right there. There it is. Premium plays yesterday. Detroit Tigers plus the 1.5. Winner. Over 48 in the Louisiana Tech Middle Tennessee game. Winner. The Jackson Smith over 46.5 receiving yards. Winner. The only thing they lost was the Seahawks first half. That was the only thing they lost. Then there's the FC Group. Those boys were on fire too yesterday. They delivered winners after winners after winners yesterday. What did they have? They had the Tigers in the first 5 plus a half a run. That was a winner. They had over 56 in the Western Kentucky. Winner. George Kittle over 48.5 receiving yards. Winner. The only thing they lost was a Jordan Mason anytime touchdown. But here's the big winners. And I told you guys this yesterday. I said, Devin, I haven't been on my email. I'll check it after the live show. But I told you guys yesterday, if you're not betting premium plays or my personal plays on Thursday, you are missing out. You are flat out missing out. I can't control what other people do, but I can control what we do. And we absolutely delivered yesterday. You went 3-1 on premium plays, and that wasn't even the best. If you were on my personal plays, talk about your lights out day. I put out 6 plays yesterday, which is a fucking fuck ton. My message to clients yesterday. Busy day today, but a big day. What did we have yesterday if you're on my personal plays? Western Kentucky laying 19.5. Winner. Yankees, full game. Money line, minus 152. Winner. Yankees, first 5 money line, minus 152. Same line for the first 5 with Garrett Cole on the mound. It's easy money. We took it. We took the over 48.5 in the Thursday night football game, 49ers and Seahawks. Winner. George Kittle, anytime touchdown, plus 160. Dog. Winner. Juwan Jennings over 2.5 receptions, minus 108. Winner. I put out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 plays yesterday. All winners, 6-0 for absolutely everybody that was on my personal play. So if you got him yesterday, congrats. If you just sat on the sidelines and you're just like, yeah, maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't, maybe you should next time. Maybe you should next time. Maybe you should today because I'm backing it up today. If you guys notice, there's always a pattern. I am usually red hot right up until the game of the week, and we hammer home the game of the week with a big winning Friday as well. So if you ain't on board today, you're going to flat out miss out. Premium plays, my personal plays, jump on board for the $10, guys. They're talking about bringing it back from 3 days for $99, possibly next week, possibly after this weekend. So if you guys want to keep it there, you got to jump on board and support it. And Jay will have a reason to keep pushing for them to keep it at the $10. So if you're not on for today, again, you're going to flat out miss out on another big winning day. Guaranteed game of the week. It's tonight. Guaranteed game of the week. The cutoff time is 8 p.m. Eastern time. 8 p.m. Eastern time for my guaranteed game of the week. If you're on last week's, you guys got a blowout winner in that Sam Houston State game. Going to have another massive blowout winner in this week, just like last week and the week before and the week before and the week before. Mr. Clutch comes in for you guys when you guys need that one big win. Who's the guy that does it for you? This guy right here. This guy right here. Each and every single week, we just keep bringing you guys a massive one. So it's already posted. It's locked. It's loaded. It is ready to go, and it is ready for you to hammer. All right? It is ready for you to hammer. So don't miss out. Go get on board. It's going to be a fun time. Coach Hub says, personal plays were straight money yesterday. Thank you, Kyle. It's my pleasure. Thank you, Coach Hubs, for being on board. Manuel says, hit the like button. Yeah, hit the like button. I'd love to give away a package today. Now, tomorrow's schedule. Same time, same place for the normal Saturday show. 10:30 on the East Coast, 7:30 on the West Coast. Bright and early. It's going to be a fun day tomorrow. And then at approximately 9:15 in the morning on the West, 12:15 on the East, we're going to get off the regular show. We're going to take about a 10 to 15 minute reset. And then we're going to come back for a second live show for YouTube exclusive members only. If you were on it for last Saturday and last Sunday, you guys made a nice chunk of change last Saturday and Sunday with the second members only live show. The second members only live show, if you don't know, well, now you'll know, is geared all towards live wagering. We'll have the games up on the screen, a little watch party, little stress party, and we'll be betting the games. Now, I can't promise you how many or what we'll be betting because it's all in the moment and live based on the live odds and what's going on in the games and the internal feels that day. But last Saturday, for example, we had 9 live wagers, which is a lot, right? We had 9 live wagers. We lost 2 of our first 3 small ones. We lost 2 small ones. But then we proceeded to win. We went 7-2 during the live show, and all the big bets won, which is the most important. Lost a couple small ones, and we're hammering wagers up to win, to win up to $2,000 in that live show. So it's going to be fun. Make sure your name shows up in green here on YouTube, and if it doesn't, you're flat out missing out. You'll be flat out missing out. Plus, there'll be members-only content over the weekend. It's $10 to $15 a month to join. Click the $sign down below or the join symbol where it says join the channel. That way you too can start benefiting from the members-only exclusivity club. It's a lot of fun. It is definitely a lot of fun. And see if I can't find the link to join for you guys, and I'll post it right in the comment section. But it's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun weekend. Brian, you already bet the game of the week at 6 a.m. this morning. Good job. Good job. Should be a nice big winner for us all today. Should be a nice big winner for all of us today. All right, here's the join button. Here's the link to the join. If your name is not in green, here you go. Here you go. We get college football. We get baseball today. We get NHL. We got soccer going. Man, it's going to be a good day today. Oh, that's a good cup of coffee. That is a good cup of coffee. Time's my first play. Mauricio, none of my plays are out. None of my plays are out, but there's no early games today. I think the first game on the board today is 8 p.m. Eastern time. I think first game on the board is 8 p.m. Eastern time. Yeah, first game on the board is 8 p.m. Eastern time, so it will not be before 8 p.m. Eastern time. All late games today. Even the Major League Baseball is an 8:08 start time today. Chanel L, thanks for joining Cap Nation. You'll have access to our members-only live show. And by the way, giveaways for members only. All right, giveaways for members only. If we get five new signups during the live chat, there's one already with Chanel. If we get 4 more, a total of 5, we'll do a members-only giveaway for only people, contest for only people whose name's in green. But when you guys get me to 40 thumbs ups, you guys let me know today. And we'll do also a giveaway at 40, 50, 60, 70, and 80. Mauricio, you do it after you leave work? Yeah, you'll plenty of time. 8 p.m. Eastern time is the first game. They're not even out yet. I've been doing that literally pretty much all week long where I've been waiting, and I like it. I know some of you guys want to put your plays in early and move about your day. But if you look at what we've done, Monday winning day, Tuesday winning day, Wednesday winning day, Thursday 6-0 day. Like, I get some of you guys are anxious buying packages in the middle of the night, which is great. You're prepared, so that way when you log in, you'll have access to it. But don't get mad if they're not up. Don't get mad if they're not up. If they're up, I'll tell you, like my game of the week, that's already posted. I need you guys to bet that sooner rather than later. That way you guys beat any line movements in that one. Chanel, thank you for jumping on board my personal plays for today as well. I saw you got that. Raymond as well, Reed as well, jumping on board my personal plays. Raphael jumping on board the FC Group's personal plays today. Glad to have you on board for those. Anthony double dipping. Anthony, if you're in the chat, I see you purchased premium plays twice, so you'll have them for tomorrow as well. You purchased premium plays twice and then my personal plays. So you'll have premium plays today and tomorrow and then my personal plays today. Matthew Hellman, thanks for jumping on board my guaranteed game of the week. Same thing, Dante. James Harris, thanks for jumping on board my personal plays. John Reeves, thanks for jumping on board guaranteed game of the week. It is going to be a fun day today. Alrighty. Let's have some fun. Anthony says, how about a New York World Series? Hey, I predicted it in the beginning. You guys remember I said Yankees Mets World Series plus 3,100. Did I not? Your boy told you to. Your boy said Mets Yankees World Series at plus 3,100 to meet. Yep. Oh, yeah. How about baseball today? Let's take a gander at baseball today. Just take a gander at it while we're at it. By the way, FanDuel's got a 30% profit boost for any postseason bet in baseball. Padres a plus 122 dog today. Hold on one second, guys. My door alarm at the house went off, and I'm not expecting anything. Oh, it's a bird. Big old bird flew right up to my Ring doorbell. I was like, who's at my house? The Padres a plus 122 tonight. The Dodgers a minus 144 with Yamamoto versus Darvish. Ugh, I don't know if I like this matchup. Total set over and under 8. Finally, they're moving that total. Let's take a look at World Series odds. The Yankees are now by far the biggest favorite to win the World Series. They are now a plus 165, with the Dodgers coming in at a plus 350, the Mets plus 400, the Padres a plus 550, the Tigers a plus 1,000, and the Guardians plus 1,100. FanDuel already has a hypothetical matchup between odds of the Yankees versus the Mets to win. The Yankees would be favored against the Mets to win the best out of 7-game series, minus 178, plus 150 for the Yankees. World Series MVP. Shohei is a plus 850. Mookie is a plus 2,100. Pete Alonso is a plus 2,700. By the way, I told you guys, I already bet Pete Alonso to be the World Series MVP at plus 3,100. Aaron Judge a plus 650. I'd be betting on somebody like Soto, not Judge. So Aaron Judge and his postseason blues definitely continue. I do have a question, though. What are the odds that Bryce Harper will be the World Series MVP? Oh, yeah. The Phillies didn't make it. God, I hope I get to say that about the Padres. I hope tomorrow I get to come in and gloat about the Padres. Probably not, but I hope I do. I got screenshots of people ready. The Yankees are a minus 210 moneyline favorite to win the American League. The Mets, by the way, I'm just putting this out there. The Mets are a plus 135 to win the National League. To win the NLCS, the Mets are now favored plus 135. The Dodgers plus 185. The Padres a plus 270. Hot diggity dog. Hot diggity dog. Name the finalists right now. Mets and the Yankees is now plus 260. But I told you guys a week ago it was plus 3,100. Man, I love October baseball. You know, I am getting sad, though. I am getting sad. We no longer get 2 baseball games in a day. I mean, I take that back. On the 14th, we'll have 2 games. The 14th and the 17th, and then possibly that Friday the 18th as well. But that'll be it when it comes to baseball, being 2 games. Michael says, don't sleep on the Tigers. Tigers ain't winning it, unfortunately. If the Tigers get by Cleveland in Game 5, I would be shocked. I mean, I hope they do. They're not getting past the Yankees, though. Yankees will win the American League. Yankees are playing great fundamental baseball right now. Speaking of the Tigers game, Tigers will be on the road for game number 5, Elimination Day. Who will advance to face the Yankees? The Tigers are favored in that game, minus 122 with Scooball. Tariq has already been said that Tariq will get the nod in game 5 on short rest. I fucking love it. I love it. I love it. Give the man a kudos there for short rest. Get him out there. The Guardians have not announced a pitcher yet. Man, it's gonna be a great weekend. Two amazing baseball games. And then college football, the NFL, fucking NHL. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. All right. As far as today's baseball game goes, I need to do a little more dumpster diving per se on Yamamoto and the Dodgers for this game. As you guys know, the Padres lit him up. Yamamoto has been lit up in his last 3 starts. And 2 of those by Colorado, and then obviously the last one on October 5th against the Padres in Game 1. Gave up 5 runs on 5 hits. Gave up a home run, walked 1. Dodgers won that game 7-5, if you remember. He got lit up by the Padres on April 12th as well. Excuse me. If you don't got it, you don't got it. And unfortunately, the Dodgers just don't have another pitcher. They fucked up. They should have signed Trevor Bauer. Should have swallowed their pride and had Bauer back pitching today. Fender Bender says, I just stumbled through the door like a drunk uncle trying to make it to a birthday party an hour late. Hey, it's totally acceptable today. It is totally acceptable today. Today is Denzel Washington Day. Today is Denzel Washington Day. If you guys don't know what that means, it's from the movie. Yes, it's true. I was intoxicated on October 11th, 12th, 13th, and 14th. Let's start the binging session now. Just do it responsibly. Joey says, 43 people here, not even 30 likes. Come on, everybody, hit the like button. Definitely hit the like button. I want to give you guys a package. All right, I want to give you guys a package. Would like to give you guys a package. Does that mean you get a free hamburger somewhere? Denny's just telling me it's your birthday. How about that? Juwan Jennings over a half a yard in the first quarter yesterday, huh? How about that? I just deleted that one out of there. That one was a winner. We were cashing tickets all over the place yesterday. Alrighty. Let's rock and roll. We're going to take a look at some college football. We get 3 fun games today. By the way, I'm going to post a link directly to where you can go and get my personal plays for today. That way you do not miss out. After a 6-0 day yesterday, we're going to absolutely murder the books today. Again. By the way, not going to be a long live today. As yesterday said, my daughter is on early release today because of parent-teacher conference week. So I get to go get her at 11 o'clock my time. So, I mean, we'll be live for, another half hour-ish, 45 minutes. So you better start hitting that thumbs up button. That way we can give away packages. That way we can give you guys some packages. Do not miss out. Uh-oh. I lost something. On my screen. It's going to be a fun day today, man. I don't know about you guys. Northwestern Maryland. That's going to be a great matchup. UNLV, Utah State, another great matchup. Even though UNLV's laying the big number on the road against Utah State. Utah on the road here in Arizona against Arizona State against the Sun Devils. Laying 5.5. Man, I debated going to that game. I think that's going to be a really good game. But I think I'm going to pick Bourbon and Bones Chop House and a little hottie to go out to dinner with tonight rather than go to a college football game. We'll go to the Chop House. Johnny Knows says, morning all, just thumbed in. I like it. Make sure you guys thumb in on the way in, right? Thumb in or... We're not going down that road. Thanks, John. It's all your fault, John. Brian says, family always comes first. Hey, somebody's got to pick the little one up, right? It is my day with her, so I get to pick her up, which, I mean, I absolutely love, so. Fender Bender, my personal plays are not out yet, but there is at least 3, possibly a 4th. Yesterday, I put out 6. I gave the world out yesterday, and we went 6-0. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. Cam Rising's starting tonight. He's starting. It's already been announced. Utah announced it. John, you're taking us down the path we can't take this show down. You know what I mean? You're taking it down the... Oh, man. Fender Bender's trying your hand at Euro basketball. Fender Bender, this message is for you. Do you have a gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT STEP to 53342. This message is sponsored by DGS, the Degenerative Gambling Society, a.k.a. Cat Nation Live. When you start slipping and you start betting Euro basketball, tennis... Johnson, it is Friday, brother. Open it up, right? Hey, I'm all for it. I'm all for it, but what is this message from FanDuel? I want to let you know we offer 2-factor authenticity FanDuel accounts. We strongly encourage all users to have the extra. If you set this up within the next 24 hours, I'll add $200 bonus bet to your account. Just let me know once completed, and I'll add a bonus to your account. Weekend bonus. Hi. I just went ahead and added $1,500 in bonus bets to your account for the weekend. FanDuel VIP. I ripped him a new one the other day, and the guy's been taking care of me. I hope you have a great one, and good luck to you. I'm also going to send you an email about account security. If you enable 2-factor, I'll add an extra $200. Nice. Thank you, FanDuel. Thank you for the extra $1,500. Let's see if it's in there. Oh, I got FanDuel up on the screen. So the VIP guy at FanDuel, I do $1,500 bonus bet. The guy at FanDuel, that's the new VIP dude. He sent me an email introducing himself, and hi, I'm whatever his name is, David, right? And the guys, and I've been very outspoken David. Hey, Carlos, what's going on, man? Thank you. When it comes to like VIP player retention, nobody does it better than DraftKings. Nobody. DraftKings took me in literally a season and a half. I went to every Arizona Cardinals home game with the exception of one in their suite. They took me to me and my daughter to a couple Coyotes, and it's usually me plus one. They took me and my daughter to a couple Coyotes games in their suite there. We went to the Phoenix Suns playoff game I think I went to 2 of those in the suite. I wasn't able to make the Diamondback suite, but they offered. I had the Chairman's Club access at the Waste Management Open, and behind the ropes access. Me and a friend got to actually walk a group during the Waste Management Open with 4 pros and behind the ropes access. Where else did they take me? They took me to the on-field suite, Rams and Falcons game a couple years. Was it I think last year? No, 2 years ago. Rams and Falcons at SoFi Stadium in the Booties Lounge. $50,000 a ticket. 50 grand a ticket. Legit to get into there. Odell Beckham Jr. was in there. If you're just trying to get in, it's 50 grand a ticket. And they gave me 3, me plus 2. It was me and 2 hot chicks. And umpteen things. And the difference, like when you go into a suite at DraftKings versus a suite at FanDuel, like the one Cardinals football game one year that I didn't go to with DraftKings, I ended up going to their suite to say hello because the guys at FanDuel were like, hey, we've got, you're invited to come to our suite. So I told the guys at DraftKings, give what you're giving to me to somebody else, and I'll go use the ones from FanDuel, but I'll come over and say hello. Like we went to the FanDuel one and then there, and they got beer and wine and a couple cocktails to mix, but like Tito's and stuff, hot dogs, chili dogs, nachos, and cookies, right? Popcorn. Then when you go into you go from FanDuel to DraftKings, the difference between one and the other is when you walk in DraftKings, the first thing that one of their guys is going to tell you is like, hey, if what we have here isn't what you like, if it's on the menu, let me know. We'll order it for you. Like, oh, okay, like we have Castors, but you want 1942? No problem. Let's get you a bottle of 1942. It's there. Oh, we're out of Red Bulls. Bring us another case in here. Food-wise, it's like Wagyu beef bites, like the best of the best. When dessert was done, after the dessert cart came to us and fed us all dessert, it was like, hey, let's have like an after dessert little snack towards the end of the game, and it was lobster tacos. Like the difference between FanDuel and DraftKings and player personnel or player retention, fucking insane. Now I will say FanDuel did hook me up a couple times. I did have courtside seats for the Phoenix Suns games. That's where I got COVID for the first time. From one of the players, if you guys remember. Other than that, but player retention, DraftKings is by far the best. So when this guy reached out to me, I was like, hey, you guys literally get 15% of my business, and it's probably more on the lines of 10. So like what I bet with FanDuel is small compared to what I bet in other books. And I was like, you guys get 15% of my business, and here is the reason why. I said, your bonuses suck. If I make a deposit at DraftKings, I get an instant bonus no matter what. If it's $1,000 or $10,000, I'm getting a big bonus. I don't have to wait for a bonus code. My rep just gives me one. And player retention, I said, they take me to sporting events in their suites literally every single week. Get an invite somewhere. I said, you guys used to do that, and now you guys don't. So, plus, watches. I've gotten 2 tag watches. Actually, 3 tag watches from the guys at DraftKings. I got my $3,500 Tag Connect golf watch from them. 2 regular watches. The Formula watch and my other one. So I was like, I ripped this guy an ass. He's brand new, right? Brand new, and I was like, you guys suck. Flat out, you guys suck. So then, earlier in the week, he gave me, I think, $1,250 in bonuses, and he's all, I'll check your account each week and see what we can do for you. And I was like, hey, you want more than 15%, then you guys are gonna have to do more than or at least the same. I like the way FanDuel looks, operates. I like their cash outs. I like their odds for the most part. But that's why they get 15%. But the player retention side, but he's definitely picking it up. So I appreciate the extra $1,500 bonus bet this morning for the weekend. And the cool thing is when you get those, you can break them up. Who dat Bob jumping on board personal plays today? Ross says, I have to talk to DraftKings, man. They shorted me $100 for my winnings, deposited $533 into my bank account instead of $633. Fishy. That's weird. I've never had an issue with DraftKings, FanDuel when it comes to withdraws. I would just contact their online support. FanDuel online support and DraftKings online support's pretty damn good. I will say that. I hear you, Brian. You guys up in Canada do it differently. That's why I always recommend if you're up there, use Bet Online. Deposit with a credit card or debit card or Bitcoin and use Bet Online. Bet Online's great. Bet Online is great. Fender Bender says they're always a half a point higher than DraftKings, if not a whole point. That's the thing. They're not. They price it differently because a lot of people don't look. You got to go to the alternative line, alternative spread, or alternative total, and you'll look, and you'll usually see that they're the same, if not a half a point lower, with roughly the same amount of juice. You just got to. FanDuel does it differently, so you got to look on the alternative side. Every time I make a wager for a game, here I'll pop up. I'm sure I can look and find a prime example on one of today's games. They have them juiced pretty much even today, but you'll have to look. Like if you're going to take Arizona State plus the 5.5, it's at minus 104. It's at minus 104 at plus 5.5. But if you go to alternative spread, just looking, you can get Arizona State plus 6.5 minus $1.15. You can lay 104 and get 5.5, or you can lay 11 cents more, which is in between the minus 110 right there in the middle, but you can get it at plus 6.5 minus $1.15. So 5 cents more than normal juice, you can get it for a full point higher. So you got to go to the alternative spreads on everything that you do, or you may not be getting the best line. Like I'll literally look, and sometimes there's like 2 cents juice for a half a point difference between what they post and what's an alternative line. Because most people, they just look, they see the line, they bet it, and they go. They're not taking their time to go and do the research and look. So always got to give yourself that extra 30 seconds to glance around. It's how they group it. It's because it's probably grouped in an algorithm where it has a higher probability of hitting, and that's why they won't let us do certain things. Makes no sense, but the Cappers Direct theme song for the giveaway, is that the Haters Make Us Famous? Ross says, that's what I did this morning looking at the total on the first half for the UNLV. I bought the alternative line, so the hook, I bought it to 10, right? I mean, you have to... You literally have to look at the alternative lines now, because the books get creative, and they would much rather put you in a spot where they can literally have 50% on one side, 50% on the other side, and maybe 30% have a better line with less juice, but yet they've got a middle opportunity where they're going to make money on juice because it don't matter. They're going to make 15 to 20% on you based on where you actually look and click. She also says, sucks I'm in Vegas. I don't get any of those books. I wish I get all those bonuses. It's a big difference. It really is. And trust me, I'm in Vegas all the time. And that's one thing that I hate, is that when I come and I leave here and go to Vegas, I can't use FanDuel or I can't use DraftKings. And obviously, the Vegas casinos are doing their best to keep FanDuel and DraftKings out of Nevada. One day they'll be there. One day you'll have that opportunity. Next best, and I even hate to say it because both are subpar, would be Caesars and MGM. Caesars and MGM. I remember when William Hill was the fucking best, but Caesars and MGM, their books, their options, you can't parlay player props, I mean, trust me, it sucks. There are a lot of times when I go to Vegas, I literally stop at State Line and make wagers. You know, before I cross over the Hoover Dam, I pull off on that first exit and make my wagers. Which obviously, I mean, you could do as well, but it would take you driving through Boulder City, crossing the dam. But that'd be a lot of work. It'd be a lot of work. Do I get bonus bets automatically when I reload with DraftKings? I just send my player rep a text message. Say, hey, I'm going to deposit 5K, or hey, I'm going to deposit 10K. I don't bug them as much because before I always let my account stack up and then I would just take a big withdrawal. Now what I do, and I'm taking advantage of the system because I get those reloads, but I try not to overly take advantage of them because I don't want it to go away, and I don't want them. And he knows what I'm doing, and hell, a lot of times he's watching the show. But I withdraw a lot of money, and then if I need to add more money, I add more money. But I do that because I'll withdraw my account. Say I got 30 grand in it, I'll withdraw it down to $7,500. If I have $7,500 worth of wagers already bet, even though I just pulled out 30 grand earlier, I literally log on, deposit 5K or deposit 10K, whatever it is, because I'm gonna be making wagers, and text them, hey, I'm depositing 10K, and then I'll get a bonus. But everything is depending on how you work out. And the way DraftKings got me, Jesus says my rep at DraftKings is great, my FanDuel rep is not, right? Jesus, you missed it. Like, the FanDuel guy contacted me. I was telling the story. He contacted me earlier in the week, and I was like, dude, your player retention program sucks. Your player retention program sucks. And he's been hooking me up with bonuses, but I was like, bonuses are cool, but I want those sweet tickets. Like, come on, give me the tickets. Give me the tickets. Give me the invite. I want the fun stuff, especially with them. Their book is down at the Footprint Center where the Phoenix Suns play. I want those courtside tickets, I'm not going to spend $3,500 a ticket to go to a basketball game. I don't even like basketball enough to spend $100 a ticket, but come on, give me the tickets. Taylor Swift's coming, I need tickets for my daughter in the suite. Fender Bender, I don't think Barstools has a book. I think Barstools got bought out. But yeah, Jesus, he hooked me up with a $1,250 bonus earlier in the week. I think Monday. Monday, he hooked me up with a $1,250 bonus, and then this morning sent me an email, gave me $1,500 in bonus bet. So he hooked it up. But yeah, no comparison between the two. But the way the guy at DraftKings got me, so the guy at DraftKings cold called me one day because I had an account there, and he's like, hey, what do we got to do to get, is this all, because he knows of the show, he's like, what do we got to do to get more of your business? And I'm like, hook it up, let's talk. What do you got to offer? And he's like, well, what can you do? I said, well, for instance, I'm literally going down to FanDuel right now to make a 20K withdrawal in cash. And literally, like, FanDuel is down at the Footprint Center where the Phoenix Suns play. And he's like, well, what are you going to do with that 20? He goes, well, you deposit it in DraftKings. And at the time, he was like, I'll give you a 50% bonus. This is my first time ever using them. He's like, I'll give you a 50% bonus. And this is like maybe a month into when sports betting was legal in Arizona. He's like, I'll give you a 50% cash bonus if you go take that 20 and deposit it. He goes, but you got to send me a picture of you down there. I'm like, fuck yeah. I literally was snapping photos at the withdrawal table at FanDuel, and I have my 20K, and I'm like, all right, here you go. Here's 20K. It's going to DraftKings. Literally sent him a video right there from the book, and the guys at FanDuel were like, the fuck are you doing? They had no clue what I was doing and why I'm talking about DraftKings and giving them 20K, and literally walked into the bank, deposited 20K, made a deposit straight into DraftKings, and then he gave me a $10,000 bonus. That's how my relationship with the guys at DraftKings started. And then after that, it was, hey, you got to come down you got to come down to a game, and then they saw what I did, and me and DraftKings were in talk for a very long time about doing something big to sponsor the show, and that's how my relationship at Jordan, who's actually the head of I think the entire nation now. He started out, he was the Arizona rep, the assistant Arizona rep. Then he became the Arizona rep. Then he became the West Coast rep. Now he's right below the cute little blonde girl who's head of player personnel. But we were in talks. I don't know. We probably had a dozen Zoom meetings. They took me to Mastro's. I don't know, 3 or 4 times, discussing how they can be involved in the show, and it just never materialized. They wanted a lot for really not what would have been worth it to me to give them. I mean, Bet Online, I don't do a lot for them. I really don't do much for Bet Online anymore, but they still pay the bill. You know, they pay the bill. They pay all the time. They renew every single year. They've been great. And I was like, listen, you guys want me to leave Bet Online to start putting DraftKings everywhere? It's got to be more than what you guys have. And the lady that wants to do it, she doesn't need their lawyer's oversight to do like events. So like when we were talking about the Vegas thing, Vegas ain't or DraftKings ain't in Vegas, so I can't use them there. But when we talked about after the Vegas trip, if that's a success, maybe we do something for the Waste Management Open here, which is, you know, the big golf tournament. DraftKings sponsors. You know, it's at TPC. They've got their 19th hole there, their new book at DraftKings. And that lady has the ability to do an event, to sponsor an event, to cut a check for 5, 10, 50, $50K to sponsor an event. Whereas to do an actual sponsorship with DraftKings, it takes, over 6 months of dealing with their corporate lawyers and oversight. And then literally, if I say one wrong thing on a live show with DraftKings or even FanDuel, even insinuate that shit's rigged, or you called the refs, or Vegas was called, any of that nature. And we have a very open talk here, right? And if you even have any of that stuff, their oversight committee will zap it and yank it out right from underneath you. So it was just never really worth it to do anything. Now, if they wanted to give us like Pat McAfee money, then fuck yeah, it would be. But other than that, for something little, no. But they're all great companies. I'll probably talk to them about something for Waste Management. If we can get a bunch of us out for the Waste Management, maybe we have a little Cap Nation watch party at the tournament. He just says, don't go corporate on us. No. No, but I could probably get, if we could get a group of us together, I could probably get us passes and some fun stuff for the, an event for the Waste Management Open, where we could probably have, we could probably do something. So, and I am, believe it or not, so when we talked about the Vegas thing the other day, I'm going to send out an email this weekend. Maybe today, but I'm going to send out an email this weekend that could that will have more information about a potential Vegas trip. Just trying to get numbers of who can and who can't. Not saying you have to commit to it, but who can and who can't. And if I can get, or who can and will, and if you can't, then you don't even have to reply. That way I can get a basic rough count of individuals, and that way I can go and talk to my casino host at Mandalay and say, hey, Jesus, I've got, and that's his name actually, I've got 30 guys that need rooms, myself included, all sports bettors, all gamblers. We're coming, we're having an event. Can you block us off a section of the sports book, on this day? We're going to be golfing, going to the Raiders game, and whatnot, and see if I can't work a deal with them so that way we can get I can get all you guys discounted rooms or whatever the case may be. Or who knows, maybe he'll give us a block of fucking tickets to the Raiders game. So let's see what I can do. And then we can start working on the golf courses and see if we can't get some big discounts. Because golfing in Vegas in December is not always the cheapest. March Madness in Vegas, right? Yeah. Well, I mean, we could potentially do something where we do the Vegas trip and when was it? It was like December. It was from Monday Night Football. Let me see what the date would be. Gennaro, happy Friday, man. Well, says hit the likes button. Chris, what's going on, man? But I think we would definitely have a lot of fun. Oh yeah, the weekend of the 14th, 15th, and Monday Night Football on the 16th. Because Falcons play in Vegas that day. So I'll send out an email today or tomorrow. I'll send out an email from me to you guys about who could do a trip, who would be interested in one, and then from there I will talk to the appropriate people to see if we can't plan something. See if we can't plan an event and have some fun. Cap Nation takes over Vegas, then we can do the Waste Management Open, hopefully on DraftKings dime. And actually, FanDuel here in Arizona, believe it or not, FanDuel here, their sportsbook has a private VIP room in the back with big old easy boys, your own betting window in the back, snacks, and all that stuff. So, there could be some fun stuff around here. March Madness trip. Oh, yeah. All right, so let's jump into college football. I know we've been way off topic. If you guys haven't done so, hit that thumbs up button. That way we can, give away a package. That way we can give away a package. You guys already got 40, so we're going to do it, all right? You guys got 40, so we are going to do a giveaway. By the way, if you were on plays yesterday, if you were on premium plays, you had a nice 3-1 winning day. If you were on the FC Group's personal plays, you had a nice winning day. If you were on my personal plays, you had a fucking monster day yesterday. Personal plays yesterday, I don't ever put out a lot. I texted players yesterday and it said, busy day, but big day today. I gave out 6 plays between 2 baseball, college football, and the NFL, and then props. We went 6-0. We went 6-0 yesterday. So if you ain't on board for today, you're going to miss out on another big day. I told you guys yesterday to get on board. It was going to be a big day. And I'm telling you again, between premium plays and my personal plays on Friday, they're going to be a big fucking day. Big day. All right, the number is selected. I'm going to go over the rules one more time. All right? Rule number 1. It doesn't matter what shows up on your screen. It matters what shows up on my screen. All right? And if you don't believe me, well, tough shit. What happens on my screen is all that matters. My word is final. You want to argue? Go somewhere else. 1 guess per enter button. That is the Mauricio rule, and it's in full effect. All right? You cannot take a guess until the music plays. If your guess pops up before that music plays, you will be disqualified. All right? Those guesses will not count. Rules subject to change at any fucking time. Rules subject to change at any time. If I don't like you, maybe I'll select somebody else. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Time out. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I run a fair operation around here. I promise. I run a fair operation. Manuel says hit the like button. I went to both my accounts and clicked the thumbs up. He knows what's up. Who dat, Bob? You like that? If I don't like you, I might just select somebody else. Just kidding, you know? I run a fair operation. I promise you, Brennan Bell is not winning today. Actually, I can't promise you that. That fucker wins more than anybody. That guy wins more than anybody. All right, when you hear the music, you can guess. When you hear the music, you can guess. Gennaro, that one doesn't count because I didn't play the music. but it ain't that number anyways. Woo! He says he's winning. We'll find out if he knows what this number is right down here. Shit, I don't even know the number. If he wins on this first package giveaway, I will give away a second one. We have a winner, we have a winner, we have a winner, and it is not Brennan Bell. Sorry, brother. You did not win this one, but don't worry. I'm sure there'll be many more giveaways. I'm just doing a triple recount to make sure. I'm doing a second pass through. I will say this, there are some close ones. You guys were close, but hold on. I'm trying to see if I can make this. Almost. Almost. I will say this. There are some close ones. Sorry, Prantia, you were third. JJ, you were second. The number was 47, and there was definitely some close ones. You two did not win. I'm just telling you, the guys that did not win, because they're probably like, well, I guessed it. It shows up first on my screen. Devin Jackson, you were the first one that guessed 47. You beat them by about 22 to 24. You were the first one on my screen. JJ says, no, you did not win, Xavier, unfortunately. But you'll still have an opportunity to win. Man, if you guys saw my desktop right now, I've got P. Diddy cutout mask. I've been trying to get a P. Diddy life-size cutout to stick a head right here of P. Diddy. Devin Jackson, you are the winner. You were the first one that guessed 47. Don't worry, folks. We'll have more giveaways. Devin, you've got premium plays for today. They're in your account. Ronald, if you're watching, try making a comment. Alrighty, look at you guys hitting the thumbs up button today. Look at you guys hitting the thumbs up button today. I see it now, but I have not seen one from you, and I can search. That is weird. Let's see, live chat, members. I see it now. All right, we will do more giveaways. So if you didn't win or you were close, it's okay. Close doesn't count except for, I don't want to say, but you know, horseshoes, where you pull the pin and you throw it and big things that go boom. I don't want to say that on live. I don't want to get us flagged for terroristic activities. Xavier, thanks for jumping on board. Xavier Wilson, thanks for jumping on board. My personal plays today. Steven as well jumping on board. Premium plays. Les jumping on board my personal plays for another winning day. Who dat Bob? What is this? What are you doing this weekend? Are you going out of town? Coach Hub says, I mean, for $10 for a package, if you don't win, you should be buying a package anyways. I agree. I like it. I like it. Oh, you guys will get to 50 without my thumbs up. I ain't helping you guys on a Friday. You'll get there. You got plenty of time. We got time. You're 3 away. By the way, 4 more YouTube exclusive members. Actually, Federo, thank you for joining. I just saw that. Federo, thanks for joining the YouTube exclusive community. You'll have access to tomorrow's second live show as well as any other members only videos that we put out. So 3 more YouTube exclusive members that join during this show. We will do a giveaway for only members of the live show. So if your name is in green, you'll have an opportunity if we get 3 more signups. For every 5 during a live show, I'll do a giveaway for just the members. And that marks 2. That marks 2. Fender Bender says, don't tell people you're going anywhere. People are always out to get people. I'll also keep that steel close. 100%, man. 100. Like when I tell people I'm going to DraftKings, I'm probably going to FanDuel or Caesars because I can walk into Caesars and bet. Or if I'm going down to DraftKings, and they're in like opposite directions, like completely different freeways. Chris Temple, how do you join here? Give me 1 second and I will post a link right here. Here's the link to join. And you guys are going to want the live show tomorrow anyways. You guys are going to want it. We're having 2 live shows, so don't confuse it. We have our normal live show, and then we have our second live show for just YouTube exclusive members. Ross Pitts, thanks for jumping on board. My guaranteed game of the week today. Gonna be a banger today. Click that link, or you might see a dollar symbol down below, or the join button. Click the join button, and you'll see it as well. You'll see the options there. All right. I don't know about you guys, but this whole week I've been having an absolute blast with the live shows. I've been having so much fun with you guys on the live shows and gals that it's just been an absolute pleasure, and I'm having fun. And you guys can see it, man. When we ain't having fun, even if you're not winning, right, you can still have fun. And we've been just having a ball on the live shows. For the 40 that are here nonstop every single day, and there's a lot more of you guys here now, for the most part, I mean, we have just a straight ball. Fender Bender, how do you contact your DK rep? They have to contact you. If you do not have one, then it's not for everybody. You got to reach a certain level with them, and I don't know what it is. I don't know what their threshold for betting is. So, but the amount of money that I bet consistently, that's why I have one. Zach's has got to gamble more to get a rep. And how do I contact him? I mean, I just text him. Heck, mine's on my social media and all that stuff too, but I just send him a text. Henry, what's going on, brother? Henry always shows up for the big days. Whenever Henry shows up, he shows up for the big days. Henry shows up for the big days. You're here in the nick of time, Henry. Guaranteed game of the week is today. Guaranteed game of the week is today. If you guys are not on guaranteed game of the week, you guys are going to flat out miss out. I know there's a lot of you here. So before I jump into the games, I will tell you a little bit about it. First of all, there's a link right there. There's a link to get right to my guaranteed game of the week. It's normally $100. It's been on sale. I've had it on sale the entire football season. If you guys keep supporting it, I will keep it at that price. We've been trying to keep our prices as low as the company will allow us to. Between me and Jay, we try and keep it as literally as low as possible. It's $50. Comes with a huge guarantee. Guaranteed that if for some reason I don't win this play, I will give you guys my next one as a makeup absolutely free. You get instant access, no upsells, no games, no gimmicks. I promise you, I'm not going to call you. My boss ain't going to call you and be like, hey, Frank, what you bought is fucking crap. You need to buy something bigger. All right, you need our 200-star locks of the month. It's only going to be $5,000. You want to use a MasterCard or Visa. I promise you that's not going to happen here. We ain't going to fucking text you and say, hey, can you buy this other bullshit? No. What you buy is great. What you buy is I'm actually betting. Okay? So when you sign up, you'll get instant access to that play. It is one monster play today. It's on sale, $50 with the guarantee. So let's hammer the books today. All right, let's hammer the books today. Devin, great question. When do premium plays come out? Should be right around 2 o'clock Eastern time-ish. 2 to 3 o'clock Eastern time, right around there. They've been coming out consistently this week because there's nothing early between 2 and 3. And obviously we all want them out early so we can bet them and move on with our day. But when they're going 3-1, 3-0, 2-1, or 6-0 on my personal plays like yesterday, just give us all the time that we need. You'll have plenty of time to bet them, and just be ready. Just be ready. When they go out, you'll want to know, okay? You'll want to bet them when they go out, and just let us do our thing. It's like my personal plays. I've been putting a little extra into them, and obviously it shows. I think we've won every single day this week, and we're going to continue to win the rest of the week. So, can't rush greatness. And Devin, I know you're not rushing greatness. I was just letting everybody in general know that let us continue to do our thing, and we'll continue to deliver winners. Rich, thanks for jumping on board my personal plays for today. JJ, we've got two different Xaviers signing up, all within just a couple minutes of each other. So JJ, thanks for jumping on board premium plays for today. You'll love those when they come out. Alrighty, let's start backwards and work our way forwards. All right, let me log back into FanDuel here. $1,500 bonus bet. Should I just put it on Shohei to hit a home run today? Should I just put it on Shohei? Rich, thank you. Thanks for joining us, and thanks for jumping on board. I saw you just jumped on board as well. Man, it's going to be a good day today. I fucking love Fridays. I think I should start loving Thursdays because I think last week we were 4-0 on Thursday, 6-0 yesterday. I think I should probably start loving Thursdays a little more than I do because Thursdays have been lights fucking out. Thursdays have been just lights out. Average card collector says Captain's Direct, best in the business, none better. I appreciate it. Zach says Shohei and Mookie home run parlay for the $1,500 bonus bet that they gave me. Hold on, let's take a look. What would that pay? I mean, I like that today, but I mean, Darvish scares me, though. Darvish does scare me. He gave up 1 run in their 10-2 win. Darvish scares me. I mean, he blanked the Dodgers back on... I mean, he's only faced them a couple times, right, this year. He blanked them on May 12th. Went 7 innings, gave up 2 hits, no runs, struck out 7. On April 14th, he gave up 4 runs on 4 hits, struck out 4, walked 3, but no home runs. This is definitely a tough matchup for the Dodgers. And I'm not a big Yamamoto. I have never been a Yoshinobu Yamamoto fan. By all means, I have not been a Yamamoto fan at all. I'm not high on Yamamoto. He gave up that Manny Machado home run in the first inning. The last time he faced the Padres. And I mean, he got lit up in spring training. Gave up 5 runs on 4 hits against the Padres. I mean, he's only seen him in the playoffs that one time, and in the preseason and spring training, and he got lit the fuck up both times. But I will say this: Yamamoto's leash is really. I mean, there is no fucking leash today with Yamamoto. There is no leash with Yamamoto today. Roberts will empty the fucking bullpen today, no doubt about it. So, consider this a bullpen game, literally for both teams. Literally for both teams, consider this a bullpen game. So, and I mean, they need it. Legit need it. So, Mauricio says Padres are winning today. Wouldn't be so fast to claim that one. All right. Let's start backwards and work our way forwards. Arizona State and Utah. Utah on the road here in Arizona. Going to be in Tempe facing Arizona State. The nighttime game. Utah laying 5.5. Total is at 46.5. If you watch the daily free play video, you guys know I'm all over the first half on this one. All over that first half total. All over the first half total over. Oh, yeah, Coach Hubs. I forgot to actually look at the odds. There's my ADD kicking in. Thank you. 21K plus playing Otani and bets at $1,500. Oh, man. Can bets go another game? Can he get another one today? Hold on, I gotta go back and look at that, because that's just... And you know, Tatis or Machado are getting one today. Yamamoto's giving up a fucking home run. He is. Yeah, it's a plus 1408. Oh, man, that looks good. That'd be a hell of a way to use your fucking bonus bet, huh? Joey says, for the love of baby J, hit the like button. Ross Pitt says, I like the over in the Dodgers game. Hey, I've been riding Dodgers over the entire series, and it's been working. But back to this, Utah and Arizona State. If you guys watch the daily free play video, you guys know what we're on. And if you don't, I give you permission to leave and go watch that video. Karen says, Yamamoto sucks. Yamamoto... he can have great games. He just hasn't had one. I definitely think he's definitely overrated. And, well overrated. And... what's the right word? Well, I'll just say overrated. Overrated. Do I have a prop bet for baseball today? Give me a little bit. We'll go back to it and I'll find you guys one. I've got a couple. I mean, there's a couple bets that I do like. There's definitely a couple that I do like. Karen says, run in the first inning, 100%. 100%. Yamamoto's on the mound. If Darvish gives up a run, it could be early. It's either going to be in the 1st or the 7th when Darvish gives up a run. But give me a little bit, and we'll cycle back over there before I get off live. Yep. No problem. Jalen, thanks for jumping on board my personal plays for today. Bran, jumping on board premium plays. James Beeman, jumping on board guaranteed game of the week. You, sir, are going to have a monster win. Renaud, my brother from another mother, double dipping Renaud today. Pulling and Anthony getting on board premium plays and personal plays. Glad to have you back on board. Rodney, jumping on board my personal plays. It is going to be a good day today. And again, if you haven't watched that daily free play video, you probably should. It's going to be a good time. Going to be a good time. I love the first half over in this game. I think sparks fly early in this matchup. I think sparks fly early. I think Arizona State jumps out to an early lead in this one. Believe it or not. By the way, Cam Rising is playing. Cam Rising is starting for Utah. Regardless of that fact, I still think Arizona State at home comes in with a major chip on their shoulder against old rival Utah. Let's talk about these two teams in this matchup today. I don't want to say old former rivals. They're still Big 12, right? Both Big 12. Arizona State, 4-1, shocking everybody. Everybody and everywhere. They beat Kansas 35-31. They lost to Texas Tech by 8 points, 30-22. Their only loss on the year is to Texas Tech. That is their only loss on the year. They beat Mississippi State, which hasn't been hard to do for teams this year. They beat Wyoming 48-7. They beat Texas State. That was literally, after the Texas State game, it left me literally scratching my head like I had dandruff or something, all right? They beat them, but they beat them 31-28, and they struggled on the road against Texas State. But remember, everybody said this was Texas State's playoff game, right? If you guys remember that game, Texas State is going to the playoffs. Fuck you, they're not. They shouldn't be. They don't deserve to. I get it. Oh, and guess what? Texas State 3-2 now. After they said that they were going to the playoffs if they beat Arizona. They beat Arizona State, they're going to the playoffs. Yeah. How'd that work out well for you? You lost to Sam Houston State, Tone it down. You're here. Bring it here. Back to Arizona State we go. But anyways, we were all over Arizona State as a dog in that game, and they got the job done. I thought they should have been a little more convincing. I get it, tough place to play. But, I mean, let's be honest. Kansas should give them more of a test than Texas State. And Kansas did test them. It took 35-31 final to get the job done. Now they get Utah at home. This is their second home game in a row. And then after that, they're going to go on the road against Cincinnati, Oklahoma State, before they get UCF at home. And then they're going to get Kansas State. Then they're going to have BYU, and then crosstown rival to end the season against Arizona when they'll head to Tucson to face off against Arizona. Ross Pitt says, Texas State killed my parlay against Sam Houston. They should have crushed them, and they let it up. Yeah. Anthony says, Yamamoto just came to keep Shohei company, right? No doubt about that one. No doubt about that one. Look at my phone beeping. But Arizona State, I expect them to jump out to an early lead. I really do. Against 16th ranked Utah, they've got a chance to beat a ranked team, get into the rankings for themselves. They're both 4-1. When you take a look at Utah, what has Utah done? All right. First of all, we all know they just lost to Arizona. Arizona just beat Utah. Utah's had a week off to prepare for this matchup tonight. Utah got shut down 23-10 in that matchup. Obviously, Utah without Cam Rising is not the same Utah team. They're not. They're not the same team when you've got Wilson at the helm. Isaiah Wilson, I mean, he did the best that he could. He went 50% completion rate. He threw 40 passes. He completed 20 of them for 280 yards and a passing touchdown. But those 2 interceptions definitely did him in. Bernard needed to step up the run game. He had 16 carries for 91 yards. I mean, Singer had 9 receptions for 155 yards in that game, and they couldn't get the job done against Arizona. Arizona just outmuscled them there. Outplayed them. Before that, they won 4 to start the season. Starting out with Southern Utah, blanked them 49-0. They beat a close Baylor team 23-12. They beat Utah State 38-21. And they beat Oklahoma State in a very close game 22-19. And then, boom, they took it easy. They took their easy game against Arizona without Cam Rising, and they lost by 13 points. And they lost. What to expect in this one? Again, my decision and what I like for the full game is not decided yet, but I am all over the first half in this one. If you guys watch the daily free play video, you guys know I like the over in the first half. I also like Arizona State in the first half. They're plus 3.5. I'm going to wait to bet it, guys. I legit think there's going to be so much money that comes in on Utah. There's going to be a ton of money that comes in on Utah, and that line's going to go up. I think by the time this game starts, we might even be at 4 to 4.5 in the first half. I'm betting it, all right? I'm betting it, but I'm waiting until that line. I advise all of you guys. I'm going to put it in the comment section as a free play. First half plus 3.5. And I put the disclaimer, but wait to bet it on the line movement. Watch the line, folks. Watch the line. If you see that line start dropping, then go ahead and bet it. Don't bet it if it's less than 3, but I love the plus 3.5. All right, but I think there's going to be some big bets from what I hear come in on Utah. And who knows, maybe we'll be one of them that's betting on Utah for the full game. But for the first half, I like ASU. I have no problems betting one team for the first half and the other team for the full game. But I think sparks fly early, and I think Arizona State takes advantage. Takes advantage of Utah having an extra week off. Is there going to be an undefeated team this year? Probably. Probably. All right. Let's move right along because we don't have too much time. And then I'll cycle back and we'll do look for a prop bet for you guys. I mean, right off the bat, I love the no run I love run in the first inning. Phil Torres, thanks for jumping on board my guaranteed game of the week today, brother. Glad to have you on board. Lionel, double dipping Lionel, getting on board premium plays and personal plays. Glad to have you on board for both of those. Be a nice big winning day for both. Gonna be a fun day today, folks. Gonna be a fun day today. How many likes you guys got me? You guys get me to 50 yet? You guys are at 48 and we've got, what, 60 watching? Guys, hit the thumbs up button. You guys are just a couple away. I will do another giveaway. Ross Pitt says Indiana Hoosiers. Big Ten football, watch out. I like Indiana. The big question is, here's the big question. How many two-loss teams will be in the playoffs? How many two-loss teams will be in the playoffs? Texas still ranked 1, 5-0. Ohio State 2, 5-0. Oregon 3, 5-0. We've got 2 versus 3 today. Penn State 5-0, ranked 4th. Georgia, 4-1. Miami, 6-0, ranked 6th. Alabama, 4-1. Tennessee, 4-1. Ole Miss, 5-1. Clemson, 4-1. Iowa State, 5-0. Ugh. Notre Dame, 4-1. LSU, 4-1. BYU, 5-0. Ranked 14th. How about the 6-0 Indiana Hoosiers? Ranked 18th. Utah's 4-1, but they'll be 4-2 at one point this season. Michigan, 4-2 and ranked 24th. Right there, look at that, folks. Working their way back up. Michigan is 4-2, and they're in the top 25 rankings. Oh, yeah, but Pittsburgh, 5-0, is ranked 22nd. Man, it's going to be a good college football showdown. Getting into the nitty-gritty. You guys got me 50? Good. Good. We'll do a giveaway in a few minutes. 51. Good. Hit that thumbs up button. I want to do giveaways. Hit that join button down below. Hit that join button down below. And here, I'm going to post a link so you guys can get on board premium plays and my personal plays right here in the chat. Here you go. Here's the link. It's $10 for the day. Or my personal plays. $10 for the day. Yesterday, you guys went 6-0 on my personal plays. A lot of you guys are awfully quiet after going 6-0 today. Yes, Neil Falcon, thanks for jumping on board my personal plays for today. Glad to have you back on board. A lot of you guys are really quiet after going 6-0 on my personal plays. You guys trying to keep it to yourselves? All right. Ooh, hitting the wrong buttons over here. Let's take a look at this second college football game. Ooh. Thank you, Coach Hubs. By the way, we got to speed this up because I got to pick my daughter up, and I can buy an extra 5 to 7 minutes if I just send her a text message, so I will definitely do that, but we got to speed this one up. Luckily, I'm only a couple minutes away from the school. UNLV and Utah State. UNLV and Utah State. I have not been riding the UNLV Running Rebels bandwagon by any means. They're 4-1, and they're laying a big number today on the road. They're laying a big number on the road. It is a tough place to play. Let's be honest. Utah State is not the easiest place to play. What is it? Marilyn Olsen Field, the Maverick Stadium, Logan, Utah. It's not an easy place to play. It's not a huge travel day for them. Les says if the pole's spinning, we be winning. Right there. We spinning. As far as this game goes, I mean, UNLV, the numbers came down. It was 19.5. It's now 18.5. If it keeps dropping, I will definitely fire on UNLV. They just lost in overtime to Syracuse. I mean, I was very happy they lost to Syracuse, right? You guys know that. I was very happy. Won on Syracuse. Before that, they beat Fresno State. They smashed them. Won in a close battle against Kansas. They beat Utah Tech. They beat Houston. Utah State, on the other hand, I don't know if you want to call it a breakout game from last week, but the last 3 weeks after Utah State got blanked by my Trojans, when my Trojans beat them 48-0 on the 7th of September, Utah State has finally started scoring against good teams. Against good teams. They faced off against the Utah Utes, and they lost, but they put up 21 points. They gave them a battle. Utah won 38-21 in that game on the road. They're in Logan, Utah. Utah was laying 21 points. They did not cover the spread. Against Temple, they went on the road to face Temple. They lost by 16. They lost 45-29. They were favored against Temple. They were actually favored against Temple, and they did not cover the spread. Against Boise State last week, they got the teeth kicked in. Boise State was 3-1. They're now 4-1 because Utah State traveled up to Boise. They beat them 62, keyword, to 30. 30 is your key word. Utah State has been scoring points. I like that. Lean towards the over. But I think the way that you've seen them play against Boise State, the way that I saw them play against Temple, the way that I saw them handle Utah after the USC loss, and UNLV struggling against Kansas to get a win. They lost against Syracuse. Obviously, Syracuse and Utah State, not the same fucking programs. Not the same programs. But if you're going to give me 19 at home where it's a tough place to play against a UNLV team who's good, but I mean, let's be honest, UNLV is good, but they're not great. UNLV to cover 19 points on the road, that's not an easy task. I mean, they smashed Utah Tech. They beat Houston. But what they've done recently, I mean, I like what they did against Fresno State, but that was at home. So I've gone back and forth on this game. This could be a dog play, or you just got to roll with the favorite here. So undecided on that one, but a lean towards the over. I think they eventually get there, but 66.5 points could be a lot of points. All right, let's jump right back to baseball real quick because I promised we would take a look at some props there. Promised we'd take a look at some props. Instantly going to go straight to the run in the first inning, over and under a half a run in the first inning. I don't even know what the odds are, but I like the over. Over is minus 115. If Darvish gives up a run, you heard it here, it's in the first or later on after the fifth. If Darvish gets hit, he gets hit early. Darvish is not easy to hit in general, let alone for the Dodgers to hit him. Yamamoto, whole different story. Yamamoto is easy for the Padres to hit. They've seen him twice, and they've murdered him twice. Brian says UNLV lane 8.5, over 56.5. Hank Williams 2+ TDs plus 122. I wish you good luck on that one. Hope you hit it. Player strikeouts. Darvish over 3.5. Yamamoto over 3.5. If Yamamoto's in the game to hit 3.5, then he's having the best game of his season. If Yamamoto cashes over 3.5, he has shut down the Padres, but he hasn't been able to do that this year. He has not been able to do that. Now, Yu Darvish, on the other hand, he had 3 strikeouts against the Dodgers in his last outing. Back on May 12th, he struck out 7. Back on April 14th, he struck out 2 in a game that the Dodgers were able to get to him. Steering clear of both of these. There's zero leash for any pitcher today. Any pitcher, there is zero leash. There's no they have no fucking leeway today. They get in trouble in the first inning and they're out. They will go to the bullpen in the first inning after 3 batters. Both pitchers are subject to being pulled at any fucking time today. The Padres ain't messing around. The Dodgers ain't messing around. This could be a bullpen game after the first 3 batters in every at bat with the new pitcher. Run in the first inning, I love it. Not like premium play love, but I like it. I think betting a run in the first inning is worth, to win $200 or $250 for me, which is roughly 10% of what I bet. So if you're a $100 bettor, maybe you put 10 or $20 on the run in the first inning. I wouldn't go crazy on the run in the first inning. Both of these pitchers have the ability to shut down the other team. Darvish has done it, but they've also gotten to him this year. Yamamoto has the ability, but he hasn't done it against the Padres. He hasn't figured out the Padres yet, but the Padres got his number. So, pitcher props. If I did anything, I would bet the under. If I did anything, I would bet the under. But, I mean, I don't know how you bet under 3.5 on Darvish the way that he owned the Dodgers in his last outing, even though he only had 3 strikeouts. Is Freddie Freeman playing today? Lineups have not been released. Lineups have not been released, but I'm going to say that he does. Everything that I read says that he will. Hell or high water, Freeman will be playing today. But who knows if he'll make a complete game. Hopefully he does. He's got odds up there for, to record a hit. So he's a minus 240 to record a hit. By the way, if you bet Shohei, Mookie, and Freddie all to record a hit, it's plus 152. Gennaro, you asked for a prop right there. Shohei, Mookie, and Freddie all to record a hit, minus 152. Even if you take out Freddie and you put in Teoscar Hernandez, that's a plus 163. For all 3 of those, all 4 is a plus 258. Obviously, Tatis is probably going to get a hit today. Tatis and Profar look good to get hits today. But again, run in the first, yes. And I got to run. I got to pick up the little one. But guys and gals, we got to do a giveaway. All right, we got to do a giveaway. Don't worry, I didn't forget. I did not forget. All right, when you hear the music, ready, set, go. We got to do this one quick. Hopefully you guys guess it quick. But yeah, get on board my game of the week, guys. If you're not on it, you have until 8 p.m. Eastern time to get on my game of the week. It may be the first game, maybe something in the last game. I ain't telling you. But what I will tell you is you want a big win before the weekend, my game of the week's going to deliver. My game of the week's going to deliver. Premium plays or my personal plays. I told you. I don't tell you guys all the time like, hey, it's going to be a massive winning day. I told you guys that yesterday. I absolutely loved it. And I love what I'm putting out yesterday, today. So if you're not betting it, you're going to miss out on premium plays and personal plays. It's going to be a big winning day today. God, these numbers are going so fast. Of course, I pick a hard one for you guys to guess, right? How do you guys not guess this one yet? Because I got to pick up my daughter. All right, we have at least one winner. I am double checking. I am double checking. I thought a lot of you guys were going to get it. I think I am correct. Just scrolling on up, doing my due diligence to make sure that the rightful winner gets the package. All right. I did not make any mistakes. The first one that guessed 98. The first one that guessed 98 was Coach Hubs. I know you were so close to winning yesterday, Nick. Got you premium plays for today, sir. They are in your account. Remember, tomorrow's live show. 10:30 on the East Coast, 7:30 in the morning on the West Coast. There's a second live show tomorrow. A second live show. The second live show will be for YouTube exclusive members only. And that will happen at approximately 12:15 on the East Coast. 12:15, 12:20 on the East Coast. An appropriate 9:15, 9:20 on the West Coast. So, don't miss out. I'm telling you guys, get on board today if you want a winning day. The NHL, they went 2-0 again yesterday. The NHL, 15-0 to start the season. No joke, legit 15-0. 8-0 preseason, 7-0 in the regular season. Brian said it earlier. Brian, it cost him it's $500 American, but he's up in Canada, so with his exchange rate, it cost him 700 Canadian. He's already made 700 Canadian. He's been on board 3 days. Brian paid for his entire season in 3 days of betting the NHL. Joey says, I bet it 5 times after him. If you're not betting the NHL, you guys are flat out missing out. Legit flat out missing out. So, I keep asking them, like, hey, do you guys have an NHL game of the month anytime soon? Like, we're fucking on fire. Can you give me a big one I can go bet 20K on? And they're like, just stand by to stand by. So, I don't know what stand by to stand by means other than be ready. Be ready. So, if you're on the NHL, let's just keep making that money. I know guys jumped on board it yesterday. I know, Aaron, you jumped on board the early bird sale yesterday. Hockey's $100 a week. The early bird sale is $500. It's 50% off. 50% off. But it's ending. They said it's ending this week. I don't know if that's today or if that's at the end of Sunday. But if the package is up there, go get on board the early bird special. Save $500. You're going to be buying it at $100 a week or paying $1,000. Even at $1,000, it's still worth it. It's still very worth it for as much hockey as you get. You're fucking like 8 months of hockey, right? But you're better off paying $500. Gennaro, can I put the prop bet in the comment? Which one? Run in the first? Run in the first, yes. And then I would bet Shohei, Mookie, and Freddie if he's playing. Brian says 5 a day for great picks. That's it. $5 a day for great picks. And he's 5-0. He made his money back in 3 fucking days. 3 days. Now he's working on profit for the next, nearly 8 months. All right, guys, I got to run. I'm going to be a couple minutes late, but I'll send her a text message letting her know that I'll pick her up. If you're on my plays, personal plays, they'll be out within probably about an hour. Premiums, less than that. They should be posting them now. Yasnell, thanks for jumping on board the Guaranteed Play Week package. Marquette Watkins jumping on board my personal plays. By the way, the Guaranteed Play Week package. You get Game of the Week today with the guarantee. Guaranteed Saturday tomorrow with the guarantee. The Sunday NFL Guaranteed Play with the guarantee. You get next week's Soccer Game of the Week with the guarantee. And you get that next week's whatever play that they're putting out from the FC group. You'll get that as well. So don't miss out. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. So get on board. Let's have some fun. All right, guys? Let's have some fun. Let's make that money. And please, no matter what, guys, wager responsibly. Wager responsibly. Shit happens, as we see sometimes. And let's make it a good day. All right, guys. Good luck. And I'll be seeing you guys all live later on today. Thank you, Coach Hubs. I always appreciate the love and the support. And let's keep the big winning days coming. Can't promise you 6-0 today, but we're going to have a good winning day. That's for sure. And by the way, the 6-0 is for yesterday. So if you were on it, you know what I mean. All right, guys. I'm out. Enjoy your day. And we'll see you guys live tomorrow, bright and early. Thank you, Fender Bender. You guys as well.